morning, everyone. Today we're playing Solace State. It's a demo. Yeah. So I can just play with just my mouse. Alright, interesting. What happens in this prologue or demo? Chloe Lee recalls her harsh childhood in an autocratic place with secret police. She and Rebecca, her mentor and best friend, made use of Chloe's latent powers as an icono-hacker to escape their home in the outskirts of Lenore's capital. Now 22 years old, working for a media company called Topologist, Chloe travels to Abraxa City. Upon arrival, she checks in with her senior colleague, Hakim, previously an Abraxan local. Chloe has been tasked with writing about the military lockdown in the Zircon Hill district and the civil unrest in Abraxa. But beyond this assignment, Chloe is seeking Rebecca, who has gone missing amid the chaos. The moment that Chloe makes eye contact with Torrent, she feels ripples of electricity, unlike any other, like a unique time signature that's hitherto unwritten in musical notation. Interesting. Her eyes skim over him from head to toe, scanning for cybernetic implants and biochips, seeing none. He's an icon hacker, just like her. A vision of something that she cannot name bubbles inside of her. And she wonders what he specializes in to affect the physical and digital world at the neural electric level. With but a thought. Chloe, right? Yeah? Torrent? That's me. Let's get you set up with an apartment. Okay, she arrives and she gets into an apartment. Torrent seems so quiet to Chloe at first, all pursed lips and navy hair hiding his eyes. Chloe can't sense his ID. His icono hacking makes his digital ID slide from her perception like oil on water. But probing deeper, Chloe can feel the fluidity of his neuron conduits dance just underneath his skin. Her face warms. Is that a trickle of sweat coursing down Torrent's jawline? Sweat seems jarringly human for someone so radiant with labyrinthine codec power, that his skin appears chrome to Chloe's icono-hacking senses. Interesting. He catches her staring, and they both flick their gazes away. He's bringing up the proper protocols and forms to set Chloe up with a humble rental apartment, with the seasoned fluidity of a local. Chloe's mind topsy-turvies to whether Rebecca's lived in a space like this one. If she's ever had a hard time falling asleep at night and worry gnaws at her. Do you ever feel like you're the last person in the world? Pardon? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Never mind. No, I want to know. You just sound so different from everyone else. I've barely said anything. I meant your hacking. I've never met another icono hacker before. You sound like a chorus of voices overlapping each other, but somehow not discordant. It's comforting. I've never met another icono hacker either. I've never met someone like you before, or someone like me. Yeah, it's hard to put into words. Like a different energy flow, right? Like all I've known is light pollution, but now I can see the stars. That's very poetic. Your icono hacking focus is on displacement, illusion of teleportation, I'm guessing. Moving data around faster than anyone else. Did I get it? Ah, yes, you do something with bios? Yeah, reading all the data on a person plus fake IDs and all that jazz. Being all the instruments in an orchestra, really? Getting to know me so well already, as expected of a displacement hacker could move so fast. Ah, so the apartment leasing contract. I'll need your personal information here, please. Can't just search me up via hacking? Doesn't seem polite on a first meeting. Cute. My name's Chloe Lee. I'm 22. Born January 18, 2007. I work with Topologist. As you know, it's my first job out of university. There's 2 months of paychecks. I've already sent in my credit score via my company, but I want to know more about being in your company. Ooh. Huh? What about you? Tell me about you. I'm not the one filling out the form. Just wanted to know more about my partner in crime moving forward. I mean, you're going to be telling me things about Abraxa like Hakeem said, right? Oh, right. Torrent's my chosen name. I'm 20. I've been Abraxa all my life. That's about it. That can't be all. Well, Hakeem says that I can help people find others. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'll do my best. Why does he say you're good at finding others? Oh, I don't know. I don't think he used the word good. Next to you, I think you're much better at that sort of thing than I am. Huh. That's the first time someone's tried to humble their way out of giving me an answer. No, I mean it. Your abilities include information extraction from other people's bios, right? So that's a much more direct correlation to finding someone than displacement abilities. Yes and no, I would have to be within my quantum tunneling range, which is more or less the visual range of being able to count the number of fingers on a hand, except that it can go through barriers. So not so helpful to find a person in a metropolis when I don't know the lay of the land. I do know the city well, and cars can sometimes reveal a lot of information about where people are. So, who do you want to find? Safor and her manager, Rebecca Limbako, have almost certainly gone missing. I think they'd be a good source for my story of the lockdown on Zircon Hill. Lockdown. It's very risky. You're doing that just to get a good story? I mean, I get that they are a power couple and that Safor is an award-winning idol and producer, so I'm not judging your journalism or anything. Just, are you an unusually close fan? I'm not a stalker, what? That's not what I meant. I just get the sense that you aren't telling me something. And I'm not someone who's good at reading others, so I wonder if me being able to sense that this is because of icono hacking connection. Torrent doesn't seem like the kind to pull wool over other people's eyes. His expression looks like an earnest puppy's. Ah, shucks. Alright, fine. I know Rebecca. Happy? Huh? No, I feel bad for you. You must be a good friend if you want to sneak in past the haze to get her. Oh my god, this guy is very sweet. Okay, sounds like we should plan for how we might do this. Not to mention we have a lot of untested variables here. How will our abilities sync up with each other? Or, let's start with what our known limitations are. Tell me a time when you've lived close to the edge. Chloe, how are you so open about this? I mean, icono hackers are treated as, an urban myth or entrapped in a test tube lab. Not saying I don't appreciate you being like this, but it's taking me a bit habits, and yeah. I'm not open about this to just anyone. I trust Hakeem's vouching for you. I don't think it's a coincidence that he put the two of us together. And I also really want to find Rebecca. Ah, okay. And you're a bit like an open book, even without my icono hacking gathering data on you. But if you're shy, I can start. My ability to read data on a person works by intuiting what their top-of-mind thoughts are and extracting such associated digital media. Well, there's this one time when I tried to project a faked ID over myself and one other person and tried to impact data. Got caught trying to prevent a lot of non-profit money from getting sent right into the pockets of a vicious death squad. Turns out I can do no more than two things at once. Maintaining two fake IDs or maintaining one fake ID and scooping out someone's bios and intel. Geez, okay, I'm glad you're alright, since you're here and all. Yeah, I don't have a story to top that one. I tried to get my brother out of a sticky situation with Nexier once. Oh shit, my displacement works like an illusion for myself. It works all the time. For other people, I need to have eye line sight of them every 2 seconds for it to work. I can be somewhere other than where I appear to be, to everyone. But unfortunately, when I encode the displacement on other people, including my brother, only about 15-odd folks perceive them at the fake locations. Then what happened? I will have to save the rest of the story for another time. You tease! I'm not trying to. So can't you use your powers for chaos and steal priceless artifacts for colonizing Colonizing museums during their opening hours, huh? Nah, and you can't just hide all of the innocent people under lockdown and bundle them out. No, I've gotten max 3 people I'm bundling with my displacement technique. Though I do alright with hacking vehicles and getting us to the right places. Why do I get the feeling that you're being humble right now and you're the kind of person they'd write rap songs about your drifting skills? That's not true. I haven't helped anyone out of lockdown yet, cause alone I don't think I can safely get in and out with someone else at all. We still need some way of getting past the haze. You said you need to be within your quantum tunneling range to pick up fake IDs and hack information? Can you build fake IDs from owners extracted from cars? Let's test this out. Torrent, despite his shyness, is a careful, meticulous planner. They continue to strategize as early evening eddies around them. Planning like this with someone who knows and cares about the nook and crannies of the neighborhood that they're breaking into brings her into a focused state unlike any other. Also, there's a pleasant honesty about Torrent and Chloe. And Chloe feels perceived by him. Wait a sec, does Hakim know that you have a vested interest in covering the story? Be a bit honest and tease Hakim. I try not to overload his noggin, you know. The senior reporter's got a lot on his mind, and he doesn't get to worry about me. Oh, are you mad at me? Please don't be mad at me. We've got to work at pre-dusk tomorrow. Chloe's not used to not being able to just know someone's adrenaline levels and general health. Without conscious thought, she reaches out to touch Torrent's pulse on his wrist. His eyes widened. Torrent's displacement ability comes down hard on her encoding, and she mentally twists away. Trying to succeed at reading Torrent with a bioscan is like trying to separate oil from water with her bare hands. Hey! Alright, I was just doing one last test on what syncs up between you and me. You can somehow get some vague impressions of my feelings via your icon or hacking link, but meanwhile, and unfairly, I can't use my usual tricks to figure out how you really feel via bios. You're not shutting me out on purpose, are you? Not consciously. Anyway, you don't need to know how I feel. Sorry, that's valid. I'll stop teasing you. Please save your energy. I don't want either of us hitting code rot. I mean, Hakim tells me to try to be as light with my icona hacking as I can, so that I don't disrupt people and things that I don't have to. He's never been ballsy enough to tell me to do that to my face. I've only really started coming into icona hacking a few years ago. That's respectable. So you're the eco-tourist of the icona hacking world, huh? This icona hacking world is population 2 as far as I've personally experienced. Okay. Admittedly, same. 2 people who need to wake up at pre-dusk tomorrow morning. Alright, I can take the hint. We've got our plan. Gotta wish you good night then. As he leaves the building, Chloe can't help but notice that the flurry of his movements via his icona hacking obscures the sound of his heartbeats like sheets of wind. Interesting. Chloe knows better than to be restless. The night before a stealth attempt, nonetheless, it's almost too thrilling and strange to fall asleep. Ooh, interesting. I'm gonna take a pause here because there's a lot to go and I'm gonna be exhausted talking. So we're going to be back later with more. You guys have a good one. And thank you for watching me. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment with feedback. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah. Toodaloos!